Hey guys, it's Spencer from 45 Drives. Today in this Tuesday Tech Tip, we're going to be covering security in Houston and how we can make it better. So, security in Houston, kind of a big deal. Houston, of course, is our web application, and I've had customers come to me and ask, how secure is Houston from a usability standpoint? And traditionally, our answer to that has always been as secure as your password is. That's not really a great answer to have for a lot of people, so I decided to put some R&D time into this, and we figured out that Cockpit, which Houston's built on, already has 2FA built into it. So we're going to go over how to get that set up, what the process will look like, and of course we have a guide at the end that you can follow along. All right, so first things first is we need to actually get the Google Authenticator installed onto our box here. That's just a very basic package, so we'll go ahead and get that installed for us. It's a pretty small package as well, so it should be installed pretty quickly. Once we actually get our package up and running, we need to actually create the keys that we're going to be using for this authentication. Thing to note here is that this QR code will get cut off if your terminal isn't sized correctly, so make sure to either do it through Houston or an appropriately sized PuTTY session. This is some basic security information about how long do we want these keys to be existing for? Do we want any rate limits? So you can go ahead and set those to whatever you would like. The next big step is actually adding that as a valid authentication method for Cockpit. That's in the PEMD conf file for Cockpit. So we go ahead and add that in as a required authentication method. If it's optional, if you get the wrong key, it'll just skip right through it, so obviously required. The only thing to keep in mind here is we do need to specify where the actual secret file is. In our case, it's going to be in root/.Google Authenticator. I can spell, I swear. So once we get this file all up and running, all we need to do now is restart our Cockpit. And again, I can spell. I can't, I'm sorry. And once we're in, again, we'll go through our normal login process, and we'll be met with a rather rude message of, we can't proceed without a verification code. This, of course, will be on your normal authenticating apps, things like Google Authenticator is what I'm using. But that's pretty much the whole setup. All right, so that was how to get two-factor authentication all set up in Houston. That's pretty much it for this video. If you want to check out the actual knowledge base article for how to cover this process, it's going to be in the description for you. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week.